I got a question for Thunderfoot. First off, you say in this video
that killing people is a challenge that must be overcome, and for people to think of men as objects that you can kill without real-world consequences. That's why the advent of...
But Anita never said that, so you're basically doing a straw man, and you're not arguing against her argument at all, which I don't think you've ever done in your life. Are you afraid? Are you incompetent? What's the problem? Why can't you actually argue against her argument? What's the problem with that?
Deathmatch was of course accompanied by this massive rise in the murder statistics.
Now, if anybody is not familiar with what he's talking about right there, he is relating Anita's critique of sexist attitudes and environments and displays of, women in video games. He's relating that to the criticism of violence in video games, and then uses a statistic to show that violence has gone down since the 70s, which video games have existed since roughly the same time, I guess. So therefore they correlate with each other, even though that doesn't make sense because you show no reason for the correlation. There is no correlation between the two. Two things happen at the same time. Well, gay butt sex has been more rampant since the 70s, so I mean that's actually prevented people from murdering one another. So thank you to all the people who do that butt sex out there, because that is preventing murders according to Thunderfoot. Hey, that's just what the guy says. I don't know.
Uninitiated, it might just look like Anita Sarkeesian is just making this stuff up out of thin air.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
But you're missing the point. This is cutting-edge feminist research.
I got another question for Thunderfoot. What was the point of including that clip in and taking it out of context to showcase it in that manner? You must have seen, at least prior to that point, what she was saying. And yet all you can use the footage for, instead of having a discussion with her with what she was saying at that seminar or anything, instead you use the 2 seconds that you included right there to make her look as if she thinks everything is sexist, misogynistic, blah, blah, blah. What's the point of that? Why do you think taking her out of context is going to do anything towards you? Have you ever done research in your life? Have you graduated from college yet? How old are you? 45? You bought 2 plaid shirts to make fun of a YouTube game critic on YouTube, and you're failing at actually arguing against her points. You can't even do that. You even fail at arguing against the straw mans. You fucked that up. How hard is this? How? I can't imagine that it's that hard. She's a fucking video game player on YouTube. How hard is this? In 2 seconds, I could do a better job than you. In fact, after this video is done, if I get 1,000 subscribers, I will put out weekly videos that discredits Anita Sarkeesian, as long as everyone stops subscribing to Thunderfoot and dislikes this video because they are poorly made and people actually call him out. I'll do it. Let's see if Gamergate actually cares. Let's see if Gamergate actually wants people to critique Anita in a knowledgeable way, and they don't want people to lie about it and mislead people and continually bring up straw man. Let's see it. I'm bringing the challenge out there. I'll do it. I got no ties to anyone. I don't fucking care. It's not gonna matter to me. This guy bought 2 plaid shirts to make a fucking parody of a stupid YouTube creator. What a loser.
It's not easy to work out why you're always...
Gay sex has been on the rise since the 70s, and murder has been on the decline since the 70s. That can only mean that gay people have been killing people. But ever since we let them start fucking each other, they've been stopping killing people.
The victim when you're a privileged white woman who's just been given...
That's the donations to charities. Yes, fuck cancer research and all that. Fuck all of them. Donations are stupid. Oh, the 2 seconds she made for the meme thing. Fuck her, right? What a bitch.
So it's not exactly a fandom. I'm not a fan of video games. I actually had to learn a lot about video games in the process.
Oh man, she one time said she wasn't a fan of video games, which means she's never played them before, because that's what that means. Even though there's pictures of her playing a Super Nintendo when she was a kid, and she's playing games now, but she didn't take the mantle at every single point in time. Therefore, who the fuck cares whether she calls herself a gamer? Thunderfoot does, because he believes Halo was made by Sony.
Is making this.
Good. Congratulations. Good job. Y'all picked the right guy, by the way. If y'all would have picked me, you would have won. I would have won. I would have made Gamergate better. I would have made them reputable. But you chose this loser. The guy who went outside to buy fucking plaid shirts and who highlights the fucking title of an article that he found on Google and doesn't even link it in the description of his video. Wonderful. But there is a link to his Patreon if you want to donate to him. I mean, I can go on Google and find fucking 20 different articles that disagree with you, but he highlighted this one from Forbes, which is great because, you know, that definitely means something.
Show that gaming
It's definitely popular, 33,000 views.
doesn't make people any more safe. So she took the hugely brave and
One study finds that we don't get to see what it says, but we'll just believe him. Listen and believe, right? Because that was stupid, except when we do it.
philanthropic approach that
It wasn't about women getting harassment or anything. No, it was definitely about arguments. No, yeah.
she didn't want to confuse aspiring feminists with facts or real studies.
Like facts, like correlations between the fucking murder rate and people playing video games, because that's fact.
She just wanted them to listen and believe.
Facts, I bought 2 plaid shirts to make a fucking YouTube video.
Hey, if you want to know that games are evil, it's easy. You've just got to listen and believe. Have faith. After all, this is feminist research.
And I just want to let you all know how amazing Alex's Teleseminar Secrets was. It really motivated me to get my own business started.
I don't know what this is.
In my current day job, I saw how teleseminars could change the face of your business and make a lot of money, but I didn't really understand how it worked. And I'm only 23, and I've already started my own business.
She worked at a teleseminar. What a fucking bitch. Am I right?
Promoting teleseminars for small businesses around me, and it's really made a huge impact on my life.
You see, Anita knows this is true because
I'm not sure what I was supposed to grasp from that, Thunderfoot. If you could detail to me exactly what I was supposed to gather from that. She worked before she did YouTube at a teleseminar to help marketing for small businesses. What a fucking bitch! Am I right?
in her line of research, she's played thousands of hours of games.
But she's a woman! Why, how could she play a game? I got a question here. What kind of bitch plays these games?
I mean, we've all seen it with our own eyes how Anita Sarkeesian, after playing these sexist computer games, has been transformed into a misogynistic monster who laughs maniacally as she guns down.
You know, pointing out how characters are bad in a medium. You know, that's really what you're trying to say, is that if you play video games, right, you're going to turn into a fat slob, alright? That's how it works.
Sexualized women in cold blood.
I'm not even sure what he's talking about anymore.
But games don't affect me. They don't me anymore.
Oh, okay. So so Thunderfoot is trying. I have to try and understand what he's trying to say, because he'll never actually say anything, because he'll have to actually stick to a point if he says it out loud. That's why he uses Family Guy and South Park video clips, because he's a fucking 9-year-old. So he says, excuse me, that Anita Sarkeesian claims that there are bad depictions of women in video games, but she plays a lot of video games for her research. Therefore, since medium affects people in ways that they may not know, she's going to act more sexist because she plays those games. Even though what she actually said in her video is that, well, actually, he might play it for us.
Sexist. To which I reply, no, Anita. That means
Paradoxically and
Here we go.
Research.
Paradoxically and somewhat ironically, those who most strongly believe that media is just harmless entertainment are also the ones most likely to uncritically internalize harmful media messages.
So, Thunderfoot's argument is this. Anita Sarkeesian, who makes a series about how video games have bad displays of women in video games and sometimes has sexist tropes, somehow does not believe that video games are a medium that can affect people. Which means, according to Thunderfoot, that she is sexist. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to get that. I don't even know how Thunderfoot convinced himself in his mind that that is true. Because he even included it in this video right here. I just played it for you. I just played it for you. That's no trickeration on my part. I'm not editing the fucking video including I know this might be foreign to his subscribers because there's no Family Guy clips or South Park clips, you know. But because they're the god of knowledge and logic to fucking losers who look like they dropped out of high school. Definitely. God bless those guys. They're amazing. You know, that makes no sense. That makes no sense, Thunderfoot. You're an idiot. I doubt that you graduated college at this point because you're fucking stupid.
Games don't affect me. I'm
just going to play it again so people can know. This is his argument. That's what he's saying.
You're the most sexist of all. Remember, feminist research.
Paradoxically, and somewhat ironically, those who most strongly believe that media is just harmless entertainment are also the ones most likely to uncritically internalize harmful media messages.
She's sexist because she does not believe that video games can affect people. It's not a medium that can affect people, even though she's making a series about how video games have sexist tropes and that they might affect people. Kind of crazy here. I don't know. That's kind of Thunderfoot right there for you. Doesn't know what he's talking about. The next rest of this video actually is just him pretending to be. I'll just play it for you right here.
Controlling the bodies of women, and that afterwards their bodies can just be hidden in a totally realistic chip.
That's what you get for what the rest of this video. 7 minutes. So that's great. Thunderfoot, great job. Wonderful job. I can't believe that you are dumber than a YouTuber who makes videos critiquing video game characters. I didn't think it was that hard, but somehow you fucked it up. I mean, if Thunderfoot wants to try to have a debate with anybody or decides that he's actually going to, I don't know, actually try and prove Anita's points wrong, that would be the day. So if anybody will just point it out to me, that would be great. I'm not going to watch his videos, but I'll wait till that point when he actually decides that he's going to want to argue against the point she makes instead of bringing up straw mans and irrelevantly arguing against other things that he believes correlates to the argument at hand and fail doing so because, you know, butt sex correlates to murder rates. Great job, Thunderfoot, by the way. Great job. Wonderful. Great job. I'm glad you bought, actually, 3 plaid shirts for this parody. Wonderful job. I'm glad you actually got to go outside that day and experience the world for 2 seconds. Wonderful. Thank you.